Hello, I'm Dr. Edward Song. I grew up in upstate New York, and then I went to college at Harvard University in Massachusetts. I then went to medical school at Washington University in St. Louis. I did orthopedic training at Johns Hopkins University in Baltimore, Maryland, and then I did a fellowship in spinal reconstructive surgery at NYU in the Hospital for Joint Diseases. I had very good and strong mentors in spinal surgery throughout my career. It started in medical school when I worked with some very prominent spine surgeons, and then I worked with pediatric and adult deformity surgeons at Johns Hopkins. I like to individualize the care that I give each patient. There are the textbook approaches that nobody will fault anybody on for doing, but spinal surgery is a little bit more of an art to try to figure out what exactly is going on. My style of care is very straightforward. I like to explain the pathology and go through all of their imaging studies with them so that they actually understand what is going on. My philosophy on practice is to just give the best care to each individual patient like they're my family. I work with other specialists in orthopedic surgery, and so we try to figure out who would be the best and most appropriate provider for whatever particular orthopedic problem they have. In my practice overall, I've seen that deconditioning plays a significant role in pain issues. So trying to stay as active as you can be, I'm not saying run a marathon every year, but at least trying to do activity that you can tolerate. I think it's important to know that I am a physician who likes to take care of his patients. I like to think, how would I like to be treated if I were a patient? Or how would I like my family member to be treated if I were a patient? With that being said, surgery is not a simple fix. And I believe that once you have a surgery, that there's a long-term commitment. It's getting into a long-term relationship for at least a year or 2 years of follow-up.
For more information on our support groups and education classes, or to find a doctor, please call Resource Link at 480-728-5414.